Friends chat, COX chunk, if you are feeling like scouting, getting in on this. Every lucky that you scout for me is 5 mil in your pocket. And for the person who finds the fire battle staff from the lucky Impling, gets 1 billion GP. 1 billion with a B. Yep, the big 1 bill. Just try and spread out from everybody else in the friends chat as much as you possibly can. Cover the most ground that we can. You can either scout at COX or in the new Necro chunk. I will take Dragon Implings as well. No other Implings though. Not really needed for the other ones. So keep it up, boys. We had a really good day. Tuesday found 4 lucky Implings in one day, in 4 hours. In fact, that was insane. Only 1 lucky Impling yesterday, but we got an upgrade. The upgrade was the Unholy Blessing right here. It was pretty common to get a blessing, but we did get the best blessing possible, which is the Zamrock one. So we can eventually make some wines of Zammy once we unlock Tithe Farm and the wine chunk as well, the grape chunk. I'm gonna make a tier list on stream here. Yeah, let's start with the first couple things here. The Black D'hide body. Since we finished the Chambers chunk, not as amazing to get, but it's still an awesome upgrade. Mostly for the defense now. So we're fighting this Necromancer. The magic defense be very nice. The Black D'hide, as most of you know, is in the S tier. So, yeah, hoping we get that. It's pretty common too from the hard clues. And similar to the Black D'hide body, the Blessed D'hide body, and we're going to just incorporate that as all Blessed D'hide. Put all Blessed D'hide into the same category, and that would be in the S tier. I'd put it above, obviously, the Black D'hide body, but yeah, any Blessed D'hide would be amazing. The boots, the vamp braces would be really nice. The coif, the legs, the top, any of the different kinds. The only Blessed D'hide that's not really useful is the shields, but those are the rarest parts, so hopefully we don't get any of those. Be a bit of a rip. Those are like nearly mega rare kind of level. Next we have Combat Bracelet. This is also going to be S tier for me. This will give me a max hit with melee. I believe the red D'hide vamp braces are better for ranged, and then the combat bracelet's equal to the mystic gloves for magic. So, it would be best in slot for magic and melee. We'll put that in the S tier. I'd say probably not as beneficial as the Black D'hide body. The only thing it would probably be more beneficial for would be melee, but kind of maybe a little bit less of an upgrade than the Black D'hide though, so I think put there. The Ring of Wealth. Dragonstone ring, actually, and then we'd have to make it a Ring of Wealth. I think I'd slip that into the A tier. Be really nice to accumulate gold a bit easier without having to pick up coins. And whenever we unlock the rare drop table, it will also make those not as rare. So we'll be able to get things like the dragon medhelm, dragon spear, stuff like that, slightly more common. Next we have coif. Coif would be a bit of a ranged accuracy bonus for the head slot, as well as some magic defense as well. It's like 1 less magic defense than Ancestral had, so not quite as good there. But I think it'll still be a good upgrade. I believe we'll be able to get it in the chunk to the north of my current grind. So it's not too far off either. So I'd probably say it'd be B tier just to help out with this chunk. Maybe future chunks if we do get unlucky and don't get the Chunk to the North of me. I believe we unlock the Coif in the Chunk to the North because it has a leather spawn somewhere. I believe so. That would be the reason. Spiked Manacles. Spiked Manacles is a medium clue item. It's not the most common, probably less common than the Black D'hide body and Dragonstone bracelet. Probably around the same rarity as some Blessed D'hide. There's a lot of Blessed D'hide pieces, so that might be more common to get any Blessed D'hide. Either way, though, Spiked Manacles would be a max hit for melee. Every max hit for melee is pretty big. We're gonna put that on the S tier. The Fire Battle Staff is next. You guys know Fire Battle Staff is the #1 thing I want. 100%. That's why we're giving away 1 bill for it. Why so many people have donated to that pot. That's why we want these lucky Implings as much as we do in the first place. Fire Battle Staff is king. #1. #1. And next we have the Air Staff. Normal Air Staff, not Battle Staff. So it is slightly worse magic accuracy. But that doesn't make a big difference. Saving air runes in most situations is more beneficial. I could really boost my magic level with the Air Battle Staff. I could splash or just kill things with magic to get magic XP with that. Since I have a ton of mind runes and chaos runes, death runes that I won't be really using on PVM grinds, that I could just use to boost up my magic level. So I feel like the air stuff would be B tier. Maybe A tier. I think I'll put it A tier. The air staff is pretty good. The Rune Axe. Now that we have access to yew trees in our new chunk, Rune Axe would actually be a big upgrade to the current Steel Axe. I would say that the Rune Axe would be probably B tier. It's not like so beneficial that we absolutely have to have it. Usually when I'm cutting trees, I'm actually more so wanting the forestry events, so it kind of doesn't matter about like how many logs I cut from the tree. So I'd say it's a B tier item for sure. Next we have a miter. Miter is for the hat slot, and it gives +5 prayer bonus as well as some magic accuracy. Obviously I have the ancestral hat, so I really wouldn't want it for the magic accuracy, but I would say the miter would be really good for melee and for range, in order to just have a really good prayer bonus on top of just whatever I'm doing. I would say I probably want it more than the coif, because if I brought that on my let's say for the chambers speed times, it would just be a lot more prayer saved from that as well. So I probably put that in B tier too, as well as the coif, but over the coif, I would say. Sure. Right, next we have a Bob shirt. If you guys don't know, we have an elite clue step in the chunk to the north of us as well. I've been talking a lot about this chunk to the north. It's a really beneficial chunk. But this chunk to the north has the miter, or not the miter, sorry, an elite clue step that requires a Bob shirt. You also need a mystic bottom and a rune kite shield, which we have both now. So that extra elite clue step would really help us complete elite clues. I say C tier because it's not something that we need right now. but it is something that we could get, and I'd be pretty happy about it, to be honest, if we got it. So, yeah, there we go. Wizard boots, same drop rate as the spiked manacles, so decently rare. They are +1 magic accuracy over mystic boots, so they are best in slot magic boot. And I'd probably say that'd be like a C tier upgrade. It wouldn't be enough to really make a difference, but it is an upgrade nonetheless. So I'd say C tier on that one, or maybe D, maybe D tier. Yeah, it would just be +1 accuracy, and that's okay. You don't have an Robin Hood hat on your list? To me, actually, let me say it this way. This coif and like the Blessed Hide coif and the Robin Hood hat, kind of, I would put them all in the same exact place, to be honest. Like, it's not that beneficial. Maybe a Robin Hood hat would be slightly better than getting the miter. But I say in most situations, I would probably rather have the miter for the prayer. Great fashionscape, yeah, but I didn't really want to make fashionscape part of this tier list. I kind of want it to be solely about usefulness, if that makes sense. Holy sandals, same as the wizard boots and spiked manacles. This is a prayer boosting boot. Give +3 prayer. I probably put it D tier as well. I think above the wizard boots though. I feel like there's more use cases for it. Like I might use it in chambers if I got it over wizard boots just for the prayer, but maybe not. Maybe not. But I think there's more use cases for it. I think in future chunks where we might be using a lot of prayer. I'm thinking hill giants. If we have like enough prayer bonus, we could keep some damage boosting prayers on quite a while killing hill giants in order to fill up our inventory faster. So where defense doesn't matter as much on hill giants, prayer bonus might be more beneficial for just chilling and not going all out on like the kills per hour kind of thing. So I'd say spiked manacles would be D tier, but slightly above the wizard boots. I would probably wear the spiked manacles over them in most every situation if I was meleeing. But yeah, those are there. Ranger boots as well. Not much of an upgrade. I'd probably put them here. A slight upgrade. Definitely fashionscape wise, they're really good. But like I said, I don't want to go all out on the fashionscape for this tier list. So put it right there. Next, the Amulet of Strength. So you can't get a regular Amulet of Strength from Lucky Implings. So the Trimmed Amulet of Strength is the only strength amulet that we could get in this chunk. And I'd probably use it over a Glory in most situations. Killing Necromancer, if it gave a max hit, I would definitely bring it. So I would probably say that this is more of a B tier or A tier. I would say it'd be A tier because it would give me that strength bonus, but I would lose the prayer bonus of the glory and I would lose the defenses of the glory, which I enjoy having a lot of prayer bonus and a lot of defense bonus for this grind because I'm not 100% of the time prayer flicking, but if I'm prayer flicking, then the strength amulet T is 100% better. So I'd put it on the A tier probably. Adamant axe. So if we didn't get the rune axe, the adamant axe would be the next best axe that we could get from a lucky impling. I'd probably put it on the D tier as well. It's not the best thing that we can get, but I would still be happy to get it for an upgrade. The trimmed amulet of glory. So what's the difference between trimmed amulet of glory and a regular amulet of glory? The trimmed one comes charged, so charged to 4, which means that whenever I'd be mining anything, for example a star, I'd have a chance to get gems from the star, or I'd have an increased chance to get gems from the star, which is just free gems. So that's beneficial for the account, but I would probably still put that in the D tier, to be honest. Not not the most useful item for sure. Next, a rune full helm would be an upgrade for defense. Once I get 99 smithing grind, I'll be able to get it anyway. So I'd say it's probably not like S or A tier. I might put it on C tier, to be honest. D tier. Yeah. Maybe above the Bob shirt. I don't know. Maybe we can kind of determine that for sure at the end. From Nick Kill gets +1 strength. And doesn't really have any defenses at all. Which means it's only going to be useful for some situations. If it happens to give me a max hit, it's definitely really good. In a place where I don't need defense, such as hill giants, probably it's probably going to be really good as well. But as of right now, I probably wouldn't be using it on this grind even. I think I'd put it C tier. Yeah, it's not quite as good as the Amulet of Strength as terms. There was a strength bonus as well. And then we have the Obsidian Reverse Cape, this Master Clue reward. And this gives +9 magic defense, which is really good. And currently the cape that we have, the Bandos Cloak, gives a +3 in all defense stats. So this is basically +6 in all defense stats over my current best in slot cape, including the magic defense, which is pretty useful for this current grind. So since this is useful for the current grind, and the only downside is I don't get the prayer bonus of the Bandos Cloak. So there is a little bit of a give and take with this one. I'd probably have to put this one on the D tier as well, to be honest. Or C. I think C. I'd say it'll probably come in more handy than the kilt. And yeah, the thing about the rune full helm is that it would give negative range, so I'd probably not wear it while doing this grind much. Yeah, I'd say C tier. Above the rune full though. Yeah. I think that's pretty good for that. Anything else that you guys think I should change on this? Do you think it's pretty good? I was thinking about the A tier. Amulet of Strength. Possibly better than the Wealth. The thing I'm thinking with the Wealth the most is the Little Giants. The prayer gloves from Elite Clues matter at all? They're not great. They're not great. I would probably put those at like D tier, but something like a Dragonstone bracelet would be better. And Purple Sweets, I'm kind of thinking should go into C. I mean, that might be an item that I want to guaranteed have a lot of before I do the speed times for COX. But that's far in the future too. If I got Puro, a lot more lucky Implings, or if I could actually do clue scrolls, I could probably get that way easier. Any kind of clue scroll. Yeah, the Robin Hood hat, I would probably put that in the same spot as the coif. Mm. Yeah, yeah. For melee, the miter's really good though. But for ranged, the ranged I might use the miter over the coif in a lot of situations if I had both. But I don't think I'd use. I don't know if I'd use the miter over a Robin Hood hat like in the raid, because the accuracy with the T-bow is pretty big. Take months of pushing clues just get enough sweets. Yeah, but I'll be saving like every purple sweet I get until I think that the speed times are possible. So now until then could be years. So I could have a way to grind out clues before then. Plus like catacombs, which should, I think by the time I get catacombs in Skatizo, I'll have a lot of doable hard and elite clues. That's kind of why I want this Bob shirt really bad. That we'll have a better chance of doing elite clues when we get to Skatizo. The one extra elite step could make a pretty big difference with doable clues. So I'm thinking we'll have a lot of sweets by then, but it's not like top priority to get because we're just going to get them through both clues and lucky implings. Like I'd be surprised if like I get Fireball stat before I get another purple sweet drop. That's just how common they are. I'm kind of like here with them for sure. I'd say that's probably pretty good. I might want the kilt over the helm. Yeah, you get 200 sweets already. Like 200 sweets would be great. That'd be more than enough for probably both of the speed times that I need to get. It's just that like I'm not gonna get it first try, so I'll probably need more than 200 by the time I start doing attempts for it. Like the Blessed hide, the be any kind of Blessed hide really. The boots, um the top, the bottom, the vamp braces. Not the shield though. Fuck the shield. Got a buckler. I'll probably call it here. Alright. Sounds good. Appreciate you guys helping me with this. Kilt is higher places, but yeah. I'd say for like hill giants, I don't need the defense much, so it's kind of like I might as well use the kilt kind of thing. Same with like the amulet of strength. Like I won't need the defense bonus or the prayer bonus from the glory really when I do that. So those two would be really nice for that grinds, the strength bonus. But it's not always gonna give me a max hit. I mean, it's probably rarely gonna give max hit. Typically, you need like 4 strength bonus to guarantee a max hit. So having one would be like just situational. I think when I'm doing the hill giants, I might be using like the lowest level strength and accuracy prayers, or maybe just the strength one. Maybe like a mid-level strength one. Because the trips are gonna be pretty long. This is the final tier list. I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you subscribe, like the video, and click the links in the description. Thanks guys. Bye.